everyone, my name is Brianna Smith and today I'm here at RUNABEAT Media London headquarters joined with Alison Cole Chiori.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
Not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Okay, so my first question for you is, can you tell us about your journey from script writing and writing to producing music videos, and how did you make that transition?
I don't think it was a transition per se. I think it was more like an expansion. So I was already in like the entertainment scene, so it was easy for me to kind of like get into music video production because where I'm coming from, my family, we own a record label, so we've worked with like artists and we've shot countless music videos, and I was in that scene. So with my writing, my creative writing is very visual. So it was very easy for me to start like writing treatments and sending it out to artists, and sometimes we would collaborate and it would come out good.
Yeah.
So since then I've just done it. It's just one of the things I do.
Do you think it was quite easy, or do you think it was quite a bit of a struggle to just expand?
It wasn't a struggle. I mean, I describe myself as a creative. So anything that has to do with creativity or creating stuff comes easy for me. I just do it.
What inspired you to delve into the creative writing?
So for me, it's just my thoughts. Really, it's like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always thinking. If you ask my friends, they say this guy is a thinker. I'm always thinking. So the writing helps me to like just let that out and share my point of view and get other people's point of view as well. So it's like a natural thing, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like it's will be easy for you to reach your audience and
course,
say how you feel.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Can you share any memorable experiences you've had while working with famous musicians on your music videos?
There are lots of them, but one of the most recent ones, I think we tried to shoot a music video in a club. While it wasn't a scene that we created, it was a live club, and I tell you, it was chaotic. People were drunk, falling apart. The camera, they weren't conscious of what we're doing. It was just messy that we had to cancel the whole shoot and do it another day. Yeah.
Oh wow, very memorable. What are some unique challenges you face as a creative writer?
Unique challenges. I wouldn't say. I would say maybe communicating what I'm feeling. I know that's basically what I should be doing, but I feel like words don't do feelings justice.
Yeah.
Because the feelings could go so deep, and the words, I feel like, just stays on the shallow parts. I wish, and it can be frustrating for me because it's like I'm trying to communicate this deep feeling, and all the words that I can find in the dictionary doesn't do it justice. And it's like, I'll just go with that. It's cool.
Do you think it's a hard industry to get into, or?
Not really, no. Because with social media now, all of these things, you can do it from your room.
Yeah, true.
Literally, you can start from your room, and I don't think it's that hard.
How do you choose the concepts and visual style for each of your works?
I'm heavily influenced by film noir. So this is like a popular style, narrative style, that was popularized in the 1940s or 50s after the World War II. So it's type of like a pessimist narrative style. So it uses like silhouettes, shadows, smoke, like dark scenes, and that kind of like comes into my writing as well. For example, my book pages are dark. So I write like lots of dark stuff, and my music videos that I've shot, I try to like infuse. One of the last video I shot, I had like a femme fatale, like a girl looking like Marilyn Monroe in there, and producers like directors like Alfred Hitchcock are pioneers of film noir. So those are the people I kind of like take my inspiration from, and infuse in my writing, in my music videos, and it just kind of comes together.
Do you think you'd ever branch out from film noir, or?
Yeah, of course. I'm open to like doing any style. Like
Yeah.
whatever inspiration I get, I would go that length to like
Yeah.
bring it to life. It doesn't matter if it's film noir or not.
Are there any methods you use to bring out the best in the acts you collaborate with?
Think personal experiences plays
yeah.
a huge role, because for instance there was a short film we shot, and one of the acts, he could relate with the character so much that his portrayal of the character was so believable.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was lovely. So yeah, I try to like work with the acts and see,
Yeah.
okay, are you comfortable with playing this character? Is it okay? I need to know that, because for some people they have triggers, they just have to navigate properly.
Yeah. I guess it gives them a more natural approach as well.
It does, yeah,
They've
it
already
does,
felt.
yeah.
Yeah. How important do you think music videos are in promoting an artist's career?
It's very vital, because it creates the image of the artist, and it helps with like promotion of the music as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a producer, what do you consider to be the key elements that make a music video, book, or film successful?
Key elements, just the impact, whatever impact it makes.
Yeah.
That would, because success can be subjective, so it's different. Like whatever impact it makes, personally, whatever impact it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got a specific impact you like to create?
In terms of that, I have a few, but the most important one would be to just leave a positive feeling,
Yeah.
or to make whoever watches my stuff or whoever reads my stuff, to make them feel like, yeah, you're not alone. Like there's someone else that understands whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
But I have a few more, but that's just my own personal.
Can you share any insights or behind-the-scenes stories from a production of one of your favourite works?
There's a few of them, but I recently shot a film that highlights addiction, and one of the characters, they were pretty knowledgeable about drug paraphernalia, and they gave me some tips on how to like make it look real.
Yeah.
And that was really memorable. It's nice. Like I said earlier, I enjoy when my characters
Have that
can
connection.
relate to my story. It's just like, yeah, this is real.
Yeah, it definitely makes it more meaningful.
Of course, yeah.
How does the current political scene influence your creations?
That's very interesting. My pieces can get really political. For instance, I think I have a few pieces where I talk about war and my stand on war.
Yeah.
Which is what is going on today, and I just highlighted that there shouldn't be any cause for war. I feel like most issues that breeds violence can be totally avoided. So you get that a lot in my pieces.
Yeah.
It can get very political.
And what is your state of mind like when you're making these pieces?
It depends. I just put myself in other people's shoes. So that in this book, that's what I did most of the times. I just take myself and put them in. Even people I detest, like I'll put myself in the shoes of a fanatic and say, oh, and try and like understand their thought process.
Yeah.
And I'll put myself in people I admire as well. Like someone that, for instance, like Alan Watts is one of the writers I admire. He's a Taoist. I don't know if that's how you say it. So he preaches about like living in the present and just not thinking so much about like material stuff. So I just try to see myself in that point. I have a piece that says talks about myself as Alan Watts. I have a piece that talks about myself as a fanatic as well.
Oh, okay, yes.
It would confuse you if you read it, because you think, is he really a fanatic? But no, I'm just putting myself in their shoes to understand their thought process and to slightly criticize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes the process a bit easier as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does.
Do you have any advice for aspiring writers who want to get into creative writing?
Just start.
Yeah.
That's what I can say, because I think I've been writing. I've always enjoyed writing, But I didn't start writing professionally until like 2019,
Oh yeah. Okay.
thereabouts. But I've always written stuff. I just never I wasn't comfortable sharing it.
Oh, so confidence, would you say?
Yes. So just start sharing your stuff. Show
Yeah.
it to your friends, show it to everyone, and see where you go from there.
What qualities do you look for when selecting actors to work with?
First of all, when I write about a character, I always have a mental image of how that character should look.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I'm putting together my cast, I go for who looks the closest to that image. Sometimes I'm lucky I can get someone that looks exactly like what I've pictured, and it's like, yeah, this is the person, and they would be good actors as well. And I'm like,
yeah,
lovely.
You can bring that vision to life. And what qualities do you look for when selecting actors to work with?
When I write about my characters, I have a mental image of how they should look.
Yeah.
So for me, I always look out for someone that matches, like something close to that image, or someone that I have my auditions, someone that can portray it the best. Because sometimes you find people that don't really look like what you've pictured or imagined, but they can portray that character better. And sometimes you get both, and it's like, lovely.
I guess you can bring your vision to life as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What role does storytelling play in a production of a music video?
So with my music videos, I try to make it add a bit of drama to it. So I feel like it's important to have something, apart from the artistic performance, of course, I feel like it's important to have something in the background to hook your audience, keep them hooked in.
How do you balance artistic expression with commercial interests?
I don't. I really don't. I'm not interested in making my pieces something that would feed me. I'm more interested in making pieces that would impact people.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I write, I don't think, oh, how much am I going to make from this book when I release it? Or how much am I going to... It's never about that. It's always about impact for me.
Yeah.
That's what it's been about. That's what it's going to be about.
Are there any specific acts you would like to work with, and why?
I'd like to work with Omale because of his genre of music. So there's an ongoing joke on Twitter that he does Afro depression. But I think he just expresses himself in his music more than most Afrobeat artists would.
Yeah.
So Omale for one, and if he was alive, one other person I'd love to work with would be Mac Miller.
Yeah.
He makes like lovely music.
Do you think you and Omani will have like similar styles, so you could work well?
Yes, because of the way his music sounds.
Yeah.
I think it would go very well with film noir. Like it would bring the best of film noir. Like I could just do like maybe a short film or an actual music video and just use those elements to create something really timeless, something artistic.
Well, you heard it here first, everyone. Tag O'Malley so Alison can collaborate with him. And how do you handle creative differences or conflicts that may arise during a production process?
I try to be very diplomatic because it tends to happen a lot when you have like a disagreement over how to achieve something.
Yeah.
I try to always meet in the middle and make it more of like a collective effort. So there would be a discussion and the whole team would decide on what's best for the production to bring it to life. Yeah, and we go with that. So nobody feels left out. Yeah. Nobody feels like, I'm a tyrant.
Yeah.
Just have to get everyone to be involved in the decision.
What do you enjoy most about producing a creative work, and why?
I think thinking of something, then writing it down, and then making it into a film or creating it is just a fantastic feeling for creatives. And yeah, whenever I have an idea and it becomes like a visual piece, or it becomes a book or whatever, there's a sense of joy that
Yeah.
you get from it. You just cannot explain it.
Sense of like achievement.
Achievement,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, what are your future goals and aspirations in the realm of creative writing?
I have a couple of books to finish, and I want to shoot a feature film, like a Hollywood blockbuster, and shoot music video for A-list artists
Yeah.
around the world, not just here.
A lot of future goals.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And would you like to read any pages from your book?
Yeah, I could do that. So you asked about like how my state of mind affects my writing earlier on. So I think I've done a lot of transitioning recently. For instance, there's this one here that talks about like my fears. So it's titled Forever Ends. Should I read this?
If you're comfortable with expressing
yeah,
your
of course,
opinion,
no problem. Okay, I'm going to read this now. Yes, pay attention. So it's titled Forever Ends. You want me to let my guard down and be vulnerable. My only problem is what you will do with the information when you no longer love me. 1, 2, 3, or 4 years down the line, when our sweet love has gone sour. When you've gone from romance to distance, lovey-dovey to hanky-panky, butterflies to disgust, words of affirmation to blame games. When we discover that hate is on the same side as love, not exactly the opposite. A thin line stands between both. A line we barely noticed when we crossed, until it was too late. Now we have each other's hearts back in our hands, searching for the next lover to give it as we walk around with unhealed scars. We now stay in resentment's room in each other's head. Far into the future is where the problem lies. One I'll never be ready to face or plan to meet. So permit me if I don't exactly open up my call, cause of a rational fear of what will be when forever ends.
I definitely felt moved by that.
So that just addresses my fear of commitment, because I feel like, especially in this generation, I feel like there's something bad looming.
Yeah.
Like love comes with hurts, all of that nonsense.
I feel like you can definitely relate to a lot of people in this world as well.
But so this one I wrote it. It says 13th of October, but I think I edited it 2 days ago. And this reflects my current state of mind. It's titled I Found My Way Back. The year is 2016. I have unrealistic dreams of loving someone's daughter flawlessly, to the point where she would feel all the love in my heart and have no option than to pour it back out. The guy I lost somewhere in 2019 is home. I feel him inside. My heart is warm, and I have dreams of starting a family and making mini-me's, increasing the quality of life and love of someone's daughter that may be imperfect, but just the right person for me to love on. All these years, I got so close, only for me to wake up and feel like I barely scratched the surface. Going to bed feeling loved, only to wake up to empty messages that shows the looming loneliness. Every time I tried to fight for the love I wanted, it felt like I was trying too hard, so I would crawl back in my shell again. I was left hoping someone would fight for me, then we could go to war. War against the ego, the insecurities, the society that makes us feel unsafe to love wholly, without fears of being the one that loses. But look at me now. I feel pure again. I want to love again the way I know best. I want to shamelessly sing love songs, to someone's daughter without breaking eye contact. Go into the kitchen and make her something with a heart filled with love. Filling her belly as much as her heart. Also her mind with positive thoughts of us until our reality becomes fairy tale like. Yeah, that's very recent. So
I feel like even from that, I can see what's in your state of mind.
yeah, I'm a very visual writer. Like,
Yeah.
I tried as much as possible to paint like a picture
Yeah.
and make it very clear.
You definitely conveyed it. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming down to RUNABEAT Media London headquarters.
Thank you guys for having me.
And we wish you all the best for your future career.
You too. I just want to say I have my book out now, Enough of My Mind. It's on Amazon. Yeah, go copy, guys. You won't regret it. It's a really insightful book.
Remember to like, comment and subscribe to RUNABEAT and hit the notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow ours and the artist's socials below.